Intimate partner violence. What is it? It's the physical, physio, psychological, and sexual abuse of an intimate partner and in an international public. It's an international public health crisis. Meaning, if you're a person, you're impacted by intimate partner violence, whether directly or indirectly. This is a crisis for all people. It estimates that, published by the World Health Organization, it indicated that globally, 1 in 3, about 30% of women worldwide have been subjected to either physical and or sexual intimate partner violence or non-partner sexual violence in their lifetime. Worldwide, almost 1/3, 27% of women ages 15 to 49 who have been in a relationship report that they've been subjected to some form of physical and or sexual violence by an intimate partner. That's statistics from this year from the World Health Organization. So as I mentioned before, those 3 levels, those 3 layers, this could be you. You may have been a victim. You may be currently a victim or a perpetrator because it happens to us, human beings. And oftentimes it happens and we're not aware of it. We don't know what it is. We can't define it. And we don't talk about it. So this is an opportunity for us to have a conversation. This is an opportunity for us to talk about it, to learn about it, whether it impacts us directly or indirectly, personally or professionally. This is an opportunity for us to dive in. So let's do just that. Violence against women, particularly intimate partner violence and sexual violence, is a major problem and violation to women's rights. Now, you hear a lot about women. This happens to women. Reality is it happens to men as well. It happens, it's more highlighted with women because it's more reported by women than men. Not saying it doesn't happen, not saying we're on the same level or not, but women report it more often than men do, which is why we have the statistics and the numbers related to what's happening. Violence can negatively affect women and men's physical, mental, sexual, and reproductive health, and may increase the risk of acquiring HIV in some settings. Intimate partner violence is preventable. The health sector is an important role to play to provide comprehensive health care to women and men subjected to violence, and as an entry point for referring men and women to other support services they may need. So understand, we're all impacted by it in more ways than one. And oftentimes we don't know, we're not aware. The reason I decided to do a presentation on this topic is because I was impacted by it myself and had no idea. I didn't know it. I didn't know I was involved. I didn't know I was a part of it. And I learned from being a facilitator. So many years ago, story time, many years ago, when I first started my career, I served as a group therapist for domestic violence, or for intimate partner violence. It was victims and perpetrators. This was back in the mayor's office in the city of Birmingham, where I worked with the police department to provide therapy services to groups and individuals related to intimate partner violence. It was during this time where I was working where I started learning about healthy relationships. So understand, the core of a lot of the intimate partner violence that happens is due to unhealthy relationships. Yes, unhealthy relationships. That's the core. That's the cornerstone. And these unhealthy relationships has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So if I've been impacted by it directly or indirectly, the core is healthy relationships. And as you know, for many of us, we have to learn how to establish and maintain a healthy relationship, which I didn't recognize that I was in an unhealthy relationship until the class. So I'm in the class learning how to facilitate, because I was doing a year of training before I actually started facilitating. And their book talked about how to establish and maintain a healthy relationship. And that's when I recognized I was unhealthy within my relationship. Now, being a part of intimate partner violence for me wasn't physical, but it was emotional. It was financial. And I had no idea what I was dealing with until I learned about it. Once I learned about it and learned more about how to establish and maintain a healthy relationship, I was able to leave that unhealthy relationship I was in and establish more healthy relationships from that point throughout the rest of my life. So I'm connected to this because we all are, and I was connected directly. I was a victim and didn't know it. I was also a perpetrator and didn't know it. So emotional abuse is abuse. Financial abuse is abuse. And sometimes we don't think about it as abuse because it may not leave a physical mark or a mark that we can observe. But the emotional abuse may not leave a mark that we can see, but it does leave a mark. It does leave a lasting impression.